it's ZerO at PG Zone HD, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be opening up a total of 13 items, including 2 Play-Doh surprise eggs and 11 blind boxes. Now we're going to get started by opening up the Domo Mystery Minis blind box first. And here's a look at all the different figures that you can collect in this series. Of course, the one I want to pull out is going to be one of the 2 Flashes right here. Either one of those I'd be happy with. The Two-Face and the Riddler down here also look pretty neat. Now if you notice, I don't have the little animated character for this video. I might not do any more of those, I'm not sure. Some of you guys were saying you would prefer me not to have those in these videos. So let's go ahead and see what we get for our first blind box of the video. We get a black bag, that's what we got. So it looks like we got Batman. That's not a bad figure to start the video off with. There's a look at our Batman. I want to say that I've gotten one of the Batmans in the past. It may not have been this one. There's actually, I guess, 3 different Batmans that you can get, so I don't know if I've gotten this one. This may be a new one. Next up, we have one of my favorite blind boxes. This is going to be the Fortune Pork Series number 2. These are very, very hard to track down. These are very rare, and here's going to be a look at some of the different figures that you can collect. If I had to pick one out of this, I would probably go for Truffs, the 1 of 20. That one looks pretty neat. Let's go ahead and get this one opened up. Now, for those that are subscribed to the channel, you've probably noticed I've been gone for a little while. So, you know, I'm thinking about starting back on the channel. Kind of depends on you guys, how many views and all that kind of stuff. So I would like to return back to doing this. And, oh wow, look at this guy. So, where is he at on here? This one is named Woggle, and he's a 2 in 20. And he definitely looks like a Woggle. This looks like kind of like a creepy Fraggle Rock character. It's a really strange looking guy. He's got 4 eyeballs, and of course he's got the little hanger, so this can hang from somewhere. If you want to creep all your friends out, this would be a good way to do it. Alright, so next up we have probably a much less creepier character to pull out of this. This is going to be the Disney Urban Vinyl. This is, what series is this? Number 3, there it is. And here's going to be a look at some of the different Vinylmations that you can get. And I'm not sure what the mystery figure is in this series, but we have gotten a lot of the figures out of this one. I've opened most of the case in the past, so I'm thinking we might not get a new one, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Drum roll. Alright, so, oh wow, okay, we did get a new one. So I have not gotten this one in the past. This one's kind of an interesting looking one. I'm trying to figure out what those letters or symbols are. I can't really tell. I think they're just squiggles. He's got a squiggle for a nose and squiggle for eyes and eyebrows. And where's he at on this box? There he is. He's the 3rd one in the 1st row. And the artist is Dan Howard. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up a Mystery Play-Doh Egg. So, as you can see, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on these. I'm kind of I wanted to get the video up for you guys. I just wanted to do a video today. And inside, we got a couple surprise packs. So it looks like we got the Moshi Monsters Moshlings. That's a tongue twister. Alright, and for this one, we got these 2 guys. Now, the one on the right looks familiar, the one on the left does not. I think at some point I've gotten that little paint, what's it called? It's the paint, I can't think of it. The thing that you put your paint on. And then here is the little ice Eskimo looking guy. And he's cute, he's holding like a little spear. So there's our ice Eskimo monster and paint thingamajig. So let's see what we get for the next one. Now these kind of remind me of the Moshlings. These are going to be Go-Go Crazy Bones. And I've gotten some really cool stuff out of some of these. So let's take a look at these guys. So up first we have kind of a plain looking one. Not really too spectacular. He's just kind of silver with some white dots and a white eye. So not a great one. And for our 2nd and 3rd figure, we got this guy. He's kind of like a blue, very unhappy Mega Man looking character. That's what I see when I see this guy. And then for our 3rd one, it's actually a dark purple, but in the camera it looks kind of pink. It's the pink number 6, and you know, this one really doesn't even have a face. He's just got kind of like a weird mouth and almost like a baseball cap or something going on over his eyes. I'm not sure what that figure was about. So, you know, not the most interesting egg. Let's go ahead and try the next one, see if we can get some new stuff in this one. So for this one, we got the trash pack. Let's see, so this is number 2, I think. What series is this? I can't remember if this is series 2 or 1, but there you go, there's the trash pack. Let's go ahead and get this opened up and see what we get for our trash monster of the day. Drum roll, inside we got, all right, so we get 2, and we get this guy, and we got this guy. So I'm gonna get him out of the bag so we can take a closer look at him. And here's a pretty good look at our 2 little figures. The one on the right looks like kind of like a grasshopper, and the one on the left looks like something from Plants vs. Zombies. So we'll call him Mr. Potato, and we'll just call the other one Grasshopper. So moving on along, we have the Yummy World blind box. And this is gonna be the keychain version of this series. And here's a look at some of the different figures that you can collect. The cherries are gonna be my favorite. The kiwi's also pretty awesome because it's a little fuzzy on the outside. Now, for those of you that want to watch some gaming, I have been doing some PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, on my other channel, which is Review Zone HD. So if any of you want to join me over there, that'd be great. Here's a look at our Hershey Kiss. And I've actually been eating some of these lately, so that's kind of neat that I got that one. There's a look at him. Next up, we have the DC Comics UNKL Heroes and Villains Unipo. And it says, in its most heroic and villainous state ever. And I want to say this is probably, yeah, this is Series 1. They say there's a series 2. I'm not sure if it ever released. I can't remember ever seeing it, but here's a look at some of the different figures that you can get. I don't think I've gotten Harley Quinn, and I want to say, I can't remember, did I get the Flash? I don't think I did. I know I got Batman and the Joker. I know I had those 2. Let's see what we get for this one. And for this one, we got another Batman. So here's a look at our Batman. And he is very, very blue. This is definitely like a Carolina blue. So he's one of my favorite styled Batmans. If you notice, his arm actually goes almost all the way to the ground. They're very like weirdly proportioned. Like his arms almost go down to where his toes would be. Alright, so next up we have one of my favorites. So this is going to be a Mega Man Japanese version blind box. And if you notice, there's only Japanese text on this one, and in Japan, Mega Man is called Rockman, and this says GCC Mini. I think that's about the only English, other than maybe the number 12 right there. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. And inside we have Airman. I think that's Airman, right? I think that's his name. It was, I want to say, was he in Mega Man 3? I think he was in 3. It's been so long, but this one is right there, and I want to say his name was Airman. Somebody comment and let me know if I'm wrong about that, but if you notice, these are very bright, they're very colorful, they have a lot of detail in them, very cool little figures. Alright, so moving on along, we have the Let's Hang series, and this is going to be another little keychain, and inside, there's so many different figures that you can get in this series. This, I believe it's Kidrobot. Is it Kidrobot? Yeah, it is. I had to look for that for a second, but yeah, it's right there. And the little foil packs for these have to be one of the smallest, I said smilest. It has to be one of the smallest little foil packs for any of the blind boxes that I've opened. But here's a look at this guy. So he's a little tiny blue baseball. How cute is that thing? So I really like that one. That one's really cool. Alright, so moving along, we have 4 blind boxes left. This is going to be the DC Superheroes Mystery Minis vinyl figures. Here's a look at some of the different figures that you can collect. There's a 1 in 72 yellow Flash in this series that I want so bad. I have quite a few of these, so I'm thinking I might open these a lot over the next few videos if you guys want to see more of this one. And inside of here, we have, what do we got? I'm actually excited about opening this one. So we have a moldy Batman. And I say moldy Batman because if you notice, like back here, I can actually rub it off. I mean, this is kind of weird. It's like a dirty, moldy gray Batman. You can actually even see it on his boots and stuff. But he's a really cool looking figure. He is a, what is he? I don't even, oh, he's a 1 in 12. So he's not a rare at all. He for a minute there, I thought he might have been a rare, but no, he's one of the more common figures in that series. So next up we have the Muppets Vinylmation. Muppets. That's a fun word to say. Here's a look at some of the different figures that you can collect. And inside we have, what do we got? We have this guy. So this is going to be, who is this? This is that one right there. I can't remember his name. Penguin. Penguin is his name. So there you go. There's a penguin. And you know, if you look at this one closely, he's kind of the same as Batman. Look at that. These are like dirty. They've been in the blind box so long that they've actually like perspired and got moldy somehow. And yeah, his ears are supposed to be like really super clear, but they're a little foggy as well. So a couple old dirty figures. Alright, so next up we have the Star Wars Vinylmation series number 1, and inside we have all these different guys, and I want to say, I think the mystery, I about said mystery mini, the mystery figure is a ghost Luke Skywalker, I think, or maybe it's a ghost Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think it's actually Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's see what we got inside of this one now that I've ripped the top off of it. And we got a Darth Vader. So here is a very, very shiny, very colorful black of a Darth Vader. He is really, really shiny. Look at that. You can actually see my lights around him, like in a reflection on him, because he's just so shiny. That is a very, very awesome figure. I really, really like that one. All right, so for our final blind box of the video, we have the Yummy Donuts. And this is also another Kidrobot, a mini plush by Heidi Kinney. And I want to say, what year is this one? This one's have a year on it, 2010. So it's, yeah, it's a few years old. It's about 9 years old, almost a decade ago almost. And we got a chocolate frosted donut with the little filling inside. So there is our chocolate. It looks like he's got like a strawberry cream flavor on the top of them with some little sprinkles. These are very cute. You know what you can do with these? You can actually hang these on your Christmas tree at the end of the year. So these have more than one use for sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. If you do want to see more of these blind box videos here on the channel, please hit that like button. That helps so much. This is ZerO, and as always, thank you guys for stopping by.